Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for Thursday of the second week of Lent. Today we have a Gospel of St. Luke, and it's a very familiar story. It's dramatic, it's challenging, it's nail-biting, especially for people who are rich, and if not rich, fairly well off, or comfortable, or doing quite all right. It's a gospel that demonstrates the divide between the haves and the have-nots, and raises the question of whether or not the have-nots will ever get a break because of the goodness of the people who have some means. The gospel is great. It's the gospel of the rich man dressed in purple and fine linen, with Lazarus, the beggar, sitting at his doorstep, begging for food, wishing that he could eat the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. And it says, as you know, that the dogs came and licked the sores on Lazarus, and then they die. And Lazarus, the poor man, goes straight to the bosom of Abraham, where he is resting. And the rich man dies and goes to the netherworld. And there's a great chasm between them. And so the rich man calls out and says, "Father Abraham, send Lazarus to dip his finger in water to cool my tongue." And Abraham says, "We can't. There's too much of a gap between us." And he says, "Well, then send him to my father's house where I have 5 brothers and warn them so that they don't end up in this place where I am." And Abraham says, "No, let him listen to the law and the prophets." My friends, this is a great story to challenge all of us who have some means. I don't believe it is meant to threaten you. I know many of you, and I know of your kindness, and I know of your generosity, not only to Dominicans, but to many, many causes. For me, knowing you as I do, this gospel isn't meant to be a threat. It's meant to be an affirmation, to affirm you in your own goodness, in your own generosity, in the good works that you do, and to encourage you to keep it up. The world needs you. The world needs you. God bless you.